Tensions in military barracks. Panicked and preparing to rush back home, Alassane Ouattara cancels his return at the last minute. What is really happening? Here is our analysis. Having quietly left for France for medical reasons and a period of rest, Alassane Ouattara had initially decided to return to Abidjan in haste, amid a highly unstable security climate. But in a sudden turn of events, his return was cancelled at the last minute, revealing unprecedented nervousness at the top of the regime. According to corroborating security sources, several military barracks are experiencing deep tensions. Long-suppressed frustrations are resurfacing within the ranks: broken promises, unpaid bonuses, arbitrary promotions, daily humiliations, etc., all of it forming an explosive cocktail. Even the most loyal are beginning to doubt. Fear has changed sides. Faced with this reality, the regime opted for a headlong rush: bring back the president quickly to attempt a symbolic show of control before the Ramadan celebrations. The goal: to create the illusion of a calm president, master of the situation, dressed in traditional robes and surrounded by a choreographed crowd. A staged show meant to mask the chaos. But reality shattered the propaganda. Indeed, on the eve of this expected return, the Republican Guard and the Presidential Security Group, already deployed at Félix Houphouët-Boigny International Airport, received unexpected orders to withdraw and return to their barracks. An exceptional occurrence, unprecedented under the Ouattara regime. This retreat amid full mobilization is a major red flag, a breach in the fortress. Two hypotheses explain this sudden reversal. 1. The head of state is too ill to travel. 2. He has been reassured by the French army, which allegedly guaranteed him protection in case of an uprising. In either case, it's a political slap in the face. He is either physically incapacitated or politically beholden to France. What's even more alarming is the consideration, or even activation, of foreign forces to secure a despot on his own soil. That says a lot. Trust in the Ivorian forces has been shattered. The rot is inside. Even yesterday's instruments of repression are turning into today's hotbeds of dissent. Diplomatic sources confirm that in Paris, the Élysée is observing the situation nervously. Some analysts no longer rule out a Malian or Guinean scenario. Because what is at stake here is not just security, it is the very legitimacy of power that is in crisis. Don't let people who don't respect the Constitution, who are about to serve an illegal fourth term, make you feel self-conscious about Article 48 of a dark law that no one knew about. It's more serious not to respect the Constitution. The Constitution is above the law. When you don't respect the Constitution, you can't force people to respect the law. Within the barracks, the news of the cancelled return was met with sarcasm and resignation. The prevailing feeling? The regime is faltering, and Ouattara knows it. No one wants to sacrifice themselves for a system that shields a secluded elite while the state apparatus collapses under scorn, lies, and fear. So far, neither the presidency nor the military high command has issued any statement. The silence is strategic. But it no longer reassures, it reveals. It exposes the panic. And what it conceals is even more troubling. Because the real question is no longer if there is a crisis. The real question is, when will the regime fall? When the army no longer believes in what it's defending, when the head of state flees his own people, when the guards withdraw without a fight, the power then exists only on paper. History will remember this moment as the beginning of the end. A dictator who wanted to appear powerful, but who cancels his return not out of humility, but out of fear. Fear of those he has long scorned. Fear of the barracks. Fear of the people. Everything that happened in 2010 and 2011 was too small. I can even say that it was a sample. This year alone, those who are going to die are going to die. Those who are going to stay are going to stay. But this time, we won't give anyone a free pass. In the name of God, we won't give anyone a free pass. The opposition leader who says he's a boy should get his supporters out. And then we'll see. It's going to happen in the streets, isn't it? Are you going to get up and march to the palace to oust President Ouattara like that? We know each other. In Côte d'Ivoire, we know each other. We don't talk too much. We're waiting for you. Since your job is to talk too much, we're waiting for you. It's going to happen. Everything that is mystical is us. There is no other ethnic group that is mystically stronger than us. But we will show you. We will make you taste death. Afi and Gyson, Bagbo, Simone Bagbo, Soro Guillaume, we will make you taste death. We are only waiting for the order from our dear president. We are only waiting for him to be elected. So it is Terei Isiaka. Dear parents, I will stop there. Don't be in a hurry. People are in too much of a hurry. We hear too many calls. Too many calls. People are traumatized. Guys, we will act. We are only waiting for the election to pass and for President Alassane Ouattara to be elected. Then, you will see. Chris Yapi does not lie. Find Chris Yapi on his 2 YouTube channels, his Rumble channel, his TikTok, X, Instagram, VK and Threads accounts.